Hello once again, my fellow travellers. Today we are here in Ascana Sombre. Ooh. So today's relaxing walk will be through a nice, warm, dark cave. Full disclosure, I did actually try to run this game in VR. However, because I'm on a stepper and the game basically relies on you having a bit of a setup where you can turn around on the spot. A stepper doesn't allow that. And also, we are experiencing a little bit of a heatwave in England right now, and it's been rather hot. So, I have stopped using my VR headset because after about 5 minutes the lenses had all clouded up and I couldn't see where I was going, which is not conducive to gameplay. However, in this game where you are effectively blind in a cave, save for this small little doohickey here, I see my character gets a VR headset. And hands. I didn't have hands in VR. Anyway, I should really turn off notifications on Steam, shouldn't I? Oh well, lessons learned for next time. So yes, here I am in my top floor enclosed space of a study on a walking machine doing exercise in the middle of a heat wave. It feels exactly like I'm in some sort of poorly lit, incredibly warm cave. Oh. Is this thing... so we have a device here that lights up the environment around us. So it seems like the warmer the colour of the dots, the closer they are, and the cooler the colour, the further away they are. Very good. Interesting. So, oh, there's my little tent. I must be a bit more slow on pushing these sticks forward, lest I want to try and break into a run on my stepper, which in this heat is probably not advisable. I have only been going 1 minute and I am already rather warm. So, here is the only bit of lit environment we'll ever see, I guess. Let's have a look. Well, I can see this is going to be a long walk. I am not a few seconds in and I'm already feeling a bit lost. I thought this game would be good juxtaposition, if that's the right word, I don't know what that means, against Bernband, which is the last game I made a video on. Bernband was all about being in a very low fidelity, incredibly vivid and active alien city. This, however, seems like something a bit more quiet, a bit more high def, I guess. Not incredibly so, it's not a AAA game by any means, but certainly not lo-fi like Bernband was. And something a bit more quieter, a bit more contemplative. Here we are squelching through a dank and mysterious cave. The destination, who knows? Already I'm feeling quite disorientated. Nobody has been this deep for thousands of years. Oh, and look here, you can see the dots, the scan data, I guess, of where I have already been. Oh, that's really curious. So your headset is effectively mapping the place. Your wife couldn't understand your obsession. Oh, well, that's just a sign of a very unsupportive spouse. Sorry, I'm just joking. So, something about myths. The cave has a myth. So, what could that be? What mystery awaits us? I imagine that this place probably has a few dead ends to it. I wonder just how you avoid them. Maybe you can't avoid them, maybe. You do end up going around in circles quite a lot. I can imagine it. You only see the cool colours very close to you. I mean, the warm colours, rather. The warm colours very close to you, so you really have to kind of keep an eye out for where the passageways are. Now this area looks a little bit unmapped, so I guess I could delve a little further into here. Now I'm hoping this doesn't turn into some sort of horror game. I'm sure it won't. I'm sure there's absolutely nothing sinister about this cave at all. The fact that I already feel like I'm trapped in a bit of a... Oh, I can jump. I'm not going to jump on my stepper. I know I made this joke last time when I played Bernband. I've actually got a jump button this time, everyone. I'm making progress as a YouTube person. A machine. What could it mean? So here we have some sort of scanning machinery, I guess. And these machines are... Ooh, they're mapping for me. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. You're saving me a job here. I thought I'd have to do this whole venture by hand, but instead you're just going to map the entire cave for me, show me the entire way, and there ends my adventure. They automatically detect the mystery of the cave and reveal it to me. Prototype installed aperture control. Use LB and RB to change the aperture. LB and RB. Oh, I see. So it can become a focused beam, like so. Or it can be a big, wide beam that clearly has an incredibly short range. Interesting. Yes. Oh, there's a gap there. Be careful. Whoop. I see where we're going with this, don't you, people? I see what they're doing. They're trying to see whether I can detect danger. Creak, creak. And it's not me this time. It's not my stepper. It's the environment I am in. It looks quite magical, doesn't it? All these points of light. I wonder how they program the game to remember every single one of them. It sounds like it would be quite processor intensive, don't you think? Not that I would know anything about programming such things to any particular depth. Now these bits look revealed already. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, it seems to be a person. They're in a T-pose, so clearly they are some sort of weird computer glitch. There is absolutely no reason for them to stand like that otherwise, such as playing, you know, like one of those playground games where you have to stay on the spot with your arms out until someone like crawls under your legs and releases you. No, it's nothing like that. Oh. Oh. My character slipped and I almost had a little tumble off my stepper there as well. Oh dear. Now what is this? I mean, this to me looks like some sort of cave-in or a ruin perhaps. There seems to be these columns here which have a particular intentional structural shape to them. So are we dealing with some sort of maybe ancient civilization? Is this character then some sort of statue of one of this member of this civilization? And look around us. Archways. This is clearly some sort of maybe submerged city. And here we've got steps. So clearly a civilization was down here, and we are here to discover just what or who they were. Oh, see, that doesn't sound scary at all. And there was me thinking it was some sort of dead body. Silly. Now this is one of these games where when you watch someone play it, you're literally screaming at the screen, "No, turn round! You've already been that way! You idiot! Where are you going? Stop! Turn around!" Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sorry. Ooh, now here is quite a crevasse. That's not how you use a LiDAR system, you numpty. I'm very, very sorry. I've never played this game before. I'll do better. There is a drop. I'm not sure I'll survive if I go. See, when the screen turned all red, then I was like, oh dear, I've just killed myself. No, my character is slipping and sliding all over the place, but how on earth am I going to get back up? Seriously. I cannot think of a way of how my character is going to remedy the situation. Click right stick to zoom. Like that. Okay, and I suppose we ought to focus our beam in a little bit further. Oh, I see. There's a bit of a system at play here, ladies and gentlemen. A series of bridges, it seems. maybe not all of them are all that safe. I mean, look at this one. This one just... That one's got a big asshole in it. This one has a big asshole in it. I am very glad this one is marginally more complete. I suppose I should jump over that hole, shouldn't I? Hello? 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 Is anybody here? Is anybody here? Is anybody here? Oh. This cave is getting warmer, people. I see. So, I seem to have reached a bit of an impasse. This bridge is out, and that bridge has got a hole in it up ahead, and there is no way for me to jump back up. So, moving forward, down the stairs, and down the stairs, and up here, I guess. Is this a climbable surface? Do I... Don't make me jump spam. I'll do it. I'll go all Skyrim on you and force my way up. I'll do it. Where's my horse? Ladies and gentlemen, I seem to be stuck. Can I climb this structure here? I'm not sure that I can. Oh, there we go. You know, I've actually no idea whether I'm doing the right thing or not. I can hear you lot screaming at the screen. No! You forgot these stairs! How did you miss them? Alright, people, alright, jeez. My vision is terrible at the best of times. A little bit of patience would go a long way. Alley-oop. Oh. It looks like I'm going this way, and I guess down that way. Okay. So I'm just going to move on, because there are scary noises coming from that statue over there. It seems to have calmed down though. I seem to have started sweating a bit more. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange, ladies and gentlemen? It's as if they somewhat succeeded to glitches. Oh, good one. To scare me a little bit there, but not very much. Not very much, ladies and gentlemen. I've played a lot of jump scare games. Calibrations turned into ghosts. Well, I'm glad my but even so, I never explain everything. So even so, yeah. I mean, I think the most jump scary game I've played as of late was Observer, which is a bit of a cyberpunk horror / detective game. And that had quite a few jump scares in it, and quite a few like full-on audio-visual experiences, you know, screaming at the camera and glitches of all sorts, and generally it was just trying its very best to unnerve you, and it was quite effective indeed. but not this, yeah, that little thing that just happened there. Not that bad, not that bad. I am still sweating a bit though. I mean, it's a character in a T-pose. It's not that scary just because it looks a little bit ridiculous. I'm, Am I supposed to get that thing over there? If so, how? Is it just like trying to lead me to my doom? It's a very good way of doing so. My word, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not sure how long I can, oh dear, how long I can keep this up for, using these walker things. There was a blockage here. Oh, and I think it just removed itself. What is that? What is going on? So I believe, and I'm hoping this will take me. I'm going to hug the wall as if there is no tomorrow. Wall, you are my saviour. Please, don't let me down. Literally, figuratively. It's another doohickey. Couldn't they have just given me a proper one to start with? Burst scan. Press Y to initiate burst. Ooh. Rare. No, there is nothing there. Don't be silly. It's just a glitch. Oh, I see. So it's on a cooldown. I can't see what that glitch was, can you? Oh well. I think it's just a very effective illusion, isn't it? So the more you aim your scanner at something, I'm guessing the more dots appear on it. I don't think each little point of light that comes out of the scanner is actually what is being lit on the surface, as it were. Whoa! Careful there. There are so many man-made structures around here. It does make me wonder. Just what is at the end of all this? Where does it go? What will we find? do like that. That is very handy. Now, to me it looks like if I slide down here, I'll be going into oblivion. But I'm not sure. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. No, it's fine. It's water. It looks like I'm going deeper into the chasm. But how much deeper? I guess we'll find out. Scanner Sombre. Perhaps it should also be called Leap of Faith, the game. No, that would be terrible. That's a terrible title. Forget I even said that. That was terrible, terrible. Sorry. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I don't think I meant to do that. Good thing it's got... Oh, everything just turned red for a second there. It's like, you just died here. Remember where you died. Don't do it again. Okay, game. I will be careful. But, just a little test jump there. Now, well, that's a bit mean. Oh no, it's turned into a first-person platformer. Curse you to hell. I'm only joking. Come on, people, we're making progress. No scary statues, just me and the rocks. And hopefully no scary jumpy outy thingies. The people back at the society are going to be like, why have you got, like, let's widen the aperture, spread the scan a little bit further in these close quarters. Why have you got really detailed bits of cave and then not so detailed bits of cave? And I'll be like, well, I didn't want to, you put that big scan on a cooldown. I don't really want to do that every 5 fucking seconds. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I'll have to bleep that out, won't I? Oh dear. Uh-oh. Wear sturdy shoes, they said. You'll want boots, they said. Don't wear flip-flops, they said. I'm very sorry, people at the Cave Exploration Society. I will listen more next time. This looks like a hallway. The temple must have been over 1,000 years old. Well, I knew they existed. I searched for the cultists. There's always cultists in it. All my life. But finally to see it in person, to be the first. Is it worth it, though? Is it worth your life? Oh, great. The devil worshippers, aren't they? Or maybe they're just those people from Skyrim, you know, the ones with all the antlers and stuff, and the plants for hearts and stuff. You know the ones. I think intentionally keeping the scanner on low resolution is a good way of mitigating the creepiness. Got a bit stuck there. This is where they performed the sacrifices. Oh. Ooh. Ah. The more I scanned around the altar, the more it revealed. Well, isn't that a surprise? Let's narrow the band a little bit. What kind of altar is it, I wonder? I mean, apart from a sacrificial one. That seems fairly clear. There's another drop of no return here. Oh, well, goodbye, altar. I hope I won't be seeing you soon. Because it's all about sacrifice, isn't it? Alright, I'm just gonna save myself a job here. Every time I walk a little bit more forward, I get another glitch. I was probably supposed to collect that, wasn't I? I'm moving away from it. The trouble is, I know that when I get that, I'm just going to get attacked by something or something, aren't I? You see? Look, they're doing that glitch thing again. Map view. Press back to view a map. Wow, so this is all of the stuff I've mapped. What does that say? Cultist Monastery. Oh. As if I always wondered how many poor they threw over the edge. Oh, probably a few. I mean, if they're all about sacrifice, you know, they probably just threw themselves over the edge. Saved themselves the effort. Who should we sacrifice today? I don't know. I think I might. Cultists believe the cave was malevolent. That the dead end could... Oh. Victims were doomed to relive their final tortured hours forever. It's a bit of a cage here. No wonder people went mad down here. I could appreciate that being stuck in a cave would be a little bit maddening, yes. Good thing nobody's down here, and that it's all just a bunch of empty caves, eh? Oh my god, I'm lost. Where do I go? Ah, I'm going mad. They like their sound effects, don't they? They're incredibly immersive sound effects. You know, if they didn't have the sound effects, you know, the crunchy footsteps, the rattle of chains, this game would not be anywhere near as effective. Now, there's going to be another person appearing, isn't there? Oh. I dare say that this video is going to be slightly longer than my first. If any of you, and I doubt it, but if any of you are watching this and stepping on a stepping machine with me as I explore the cave of Ascana Sombre, I imagine you too might be a little bit warm, a little bit tired by now. It's just a tree. The cultist slept and ate here. Like the monks who came after they spent their time in silent prayer to an unanswering god. So first there were cultists, and then there were monks. Interesting. So the monks, I guess, replaced the cultists. Or did the cultists merely evolve to more, I don't know, is secular the word? Secular beliefs? I don't know. I am not a religious man. I do not know the correct lingos. a bit concerned that I might be heading precariously close to a place that I might fall off. There are a lot of... I'm concerned, rather, that there may be a lot of invisible drops, and considering the speed at which I'm exploring, I do fear that I may just fall into oblivion at any moment. Oh. Do you just hate it when that happens? In the game too. Like, you'll just be walking along the street in life and you'll just hit a loading screen and everything will just kind of stop for a minute and then continue. Ooh, this place sounds deep, cavernous. And I was not wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. I wonder what that is. It looks like it's trying to detect water, but it can't quite pinpoint it. Interesting. This kind of reminds me of Dear Esther in many ways. The underground part, anyway. Creepy walk. Unreliable narration. Ooh, I don't think it... Yeah, my scanner doesn't like water, it seems. Why not? You are a spelunker. Your equipment is going to get wet. You go in dank caves. Look, this is all water, isn't it? It's going to make me go in water. When it knows it's going to screw up my scanner. And I'm not going to be able to see a thing. Because it's glitching out. Oh, well, this is just wonderful. That is cruel. That is cruel, ladies and gentlemen. I have met my match in this game, and it is H2O. Tiny gap. Or big gap. Let's go against the grain and take the less claustrophobic route. Just because I have no choice. I need to see as much of this place as possible, clearly. Oh. There is an altar thing in the water there. Oh, that's not scary at all. I'm sure it's fine. It's all fine. We're all fine here now. You're going to make me go further into it, aren't you? Yeah, you want me to go into the water, don't you? Does that look like a big ass fish skeleton to you? It is, isn't it? Oh dear, where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Oh. I feel like I should do something with this altar, but I'm not sure what. I cannot enter the altar. It just kind of sits there. I'm going back on myself now. Lake entrance. So this is where... this is where I just came in. The water. I really can't fit through here though. I can't go through there. It's too tight. That's all... No, no, no. I guess there's this way. Which feels like I'm turning back on myself, but I guess I'm not. The witch trials came much later. Oh dear. That'll be, They used to drag witches down here and purge them in huge numbers. Evil throughout the ages. There is no doubt they believed in the myths. It was no accident they chose this cave. They wanted to imprison the evil down here as eternal punishment. There's another one of them glitches. Yeah, just a glitch. Must you make me swim towards the noise? It's just a bear. It's just a bear. No, that's a bad thing. No. They are just trying to scare you, Simon. It is nothing to be worried about. I did wonder if it was true, of course. No way. These were just glitches. Now you say that. That much death occurring in such confined space, what horrors they must have seen in their final moments. Or not, as the case might be. Can't see a bloody thing down here. It's too dark. Oh man. You probably don't want to know this, but I'm absolutely... oh dear. It's just a noise. It's just a noise. It's not just a noise. I'm absolutely sweating buckets. And that was a little bit terrifying. Oh dear. Yeah, I literally have a bead of sweat dripping down my nose. And plenty more on my face. So there is a horror in this lake here, clearly. How do we avoid a horror when we are in water? How do we do that? Clearly diving in head first was not the right answer. So let's think about this logically and a different route perhaps. A different route. Oh, I say, this looks a bit like a pirate ship or something. Maybe it's just a rock shaped like a ship. It's kind of annoying that the points that you need to see the most disappear. I can't go in the water. Ah! But this bit here is staying lit. It's land! Oh, phew. So, the beast attacked me when I was in the water. That means it's aquatic. That means it can't get me unless I'm in water. This is entirely supposition on my behalf. But I think it's a good one. So as long as I stay out of the water, which I have already deemed my enemy, in that it disables my tracking equipment, I'll be fine. I'll be absolutely fine. The beast is not one of those horrible Cthulhu monsters. It can't come out and get me. Now what? Where am I? That there looks like land. Phew. I have come a long, long way, it seems. where does this end? Just how much can one be expected to go on for? Well, that's not creepy at all. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have multiple routes here. Oh no. What was that noise? It sounded like a fizzing of some sort. That looks like a pipe. Ah, jeez. I can still hear something sloshing around down there. This is a very big place. And I know I'm kind of stating the obvious there. But just look at it. Ooh. Almost went in water. I'm going to try and avoid that as much as possible. I think that's a good idea. What is this thing? Is it just rock, or is it something more man-made? I'm sure I can see something over there, like an item or something. But I believe this is kind of where the dry land ends. Look, this looks like a tail of a fish, doesn't it? More fish skeletons, perhaps. Or maybe it's just a rock formation that looks a bit like a fish skeleton. Either way, we will find out, won't we, ladies and gentlemen? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What's this one do? The resolution has been upgraded. Oh, cool. That's handy. I like how the upgrades come fairly thick and fast in this. What was that? Leads me to believe that I'm making good progress. There are a lot of precarious walkways. Oh dear. Alley-oop. And, oh, again, I can hear a deep rumbling. That's not good. Oh, more cages, lovely. Goodbye, big cave. I won't miss you very much. Oh, and the cave is saying goodbye to me. I'm back in the big cave, aren't I? Oh. Get out, get out. Oh. Oh, am I going on a merry boat ride? Oh, I can stop walking. Seriously though, I am going to take a break because I've been walking solidly ever since I started recording, and my feet are screaming out for a break. Even my arms are tired from holding up the controller for so long. So this is a nice little respite, as it were. I should probably turn my boat as well as driving it forward, shouldn't I? Exactly how am I driving this forward anyway? Just how does one use an oar with one arm? I wonder. Ah, see, this is pretty. A bit of prettiness after all the horror it's just put me through. The drips of water, like points of bioluminescence dripping from every surface. See? For every bit of horror, there is a moment of beauty. Unless you're watching Love Island. Traversing down my rainbow tunnel. I am rather enjoying this bit. I kind of hope this bit lasts for a while, actually. This is quite nice. I've not been in many boats in my lifetime. But I do remember quite fondly canoeing on a lake in the Lake District. We hired them out, my wife and brother-in-law, and we just went our own way, paddling around. And it was very peaceful. It was very sunny. Just a break from the stress of everything. I did make a bit of a faux pas, however. I never realised that the little kayaks or canoes or whatever it was let water in, so the jeans that I decided to wear on this little trip were absolutely soaked by the end of it. And I got out of the canoe with a very, very soggy lower half. Now things have calmed down a little bit. Things are starting to get a little bit more tighter and claustrophobic. The wind is picking up. The tunnel is becoming almost, what's the word? Almost too small. And there's a creek. We are heading back towards horror, aren't we? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, something is amiss. I believe we should probably head to shore as soon as we can, for fear of reprisal. The trouble is the bit I've gotten out on. It's just a spit of land with no means of progression. That was not my best idea, ladies and gentlemen. I shall turn my little boat around. That over there looks like a cave. I don't believe the sides of this place will yield any fruit, so I'm going to continue forth. I'm going to hop back onto my stepper in readiness. There we go. I wonder what would have happened if I tried to swim through that whole section. We have another upgrade here. And of course we've got another glitch. Well, that's kind of creepy. I'm guessing all of these must have been left by people who died in horrible fashion. Why else would they have just random bits of tech down here? Material scanner. Press X to switch sensor mode. Oh no. And we're going to get like a biological. So many have died down here. A biological scanner, aren't we? And it's going to show us like this is a monster. The miners that came for work, they were just as superstitious. They were terrified of this place. Well, you've got giant fish. All those that lost their lives to negligence. Are they trapped down here too? So we've got miners, we've got monks, we've got cultists, and we've got giant fish people. No, hopefully not fish people. That would be horrible. I don't want that. I don't want that. Oof. Wow. Ooh. What is this is this? So this orange is clearly wood, and the green is clearly rock, and the white is clearly something else. Metal? Okay, people falling to their deaths. I love how everything is essentially low resolution until you hit it with more light. It's kind of cool. What's that? I guess it's just rock. Clearly a rock had fallen on this structure and broken it a bit. This is giving me an absolute doozy of an exercise, I have to admit. And it's a precarious jump. Whoa. Ah. I actually fell forward for real then. Oh no. The game is becoming reality. I can't run. How do I run? I wonder what these blue bits are. Which way, which way, which way? What does my map reckon? There is an industrial accident. 84 dead, year 1948. Memorial Museum. Ah, I see. So if I keep heading up, I'll get to the Memorial Museum. That's gross. It's like the deaths of people, the glitches in the system. It's kind of creepy. Intentionally so, of course. I'm back on the walking. Look at that. No going across there then. I wonder what that blue stuff is. clearly they're kind of there to just kind of show the way a bit, aren't they? Am I supposed to be able to pull that lever? Maybe it's not a lever. Up there is where I need to go, isn't it? And I like how your perspective shifts with every bit of exploration you do. Like, you know, you're clearly just lighting one side of everything. So when you walk past something you've already scanned, it's almost like you're seeing something from the other side. Does it matter that all of this is in my memory? Does it make it any less real? So whoever I am has survived and is recounting this, I guess. I was there. I was the first. The first what? I can't jump across there. I'm going to end up dead. Oh well. That's not pleasant. There's a miner. But he's frozen, I guess. Ah, of course. of course. This is the memorial, isn't it? Here's a plaque. A few. This is all just some sort of museum. What will be at the end of the museum? Where could this possibly lead next? So we know the miners, they died, but we don't know. Clearly it was some sort of cave-in. But the myth's never really been spelt out, has it? It's never really been explained. What happened here? Will we ever find out? I remember coming down like it was yesterday. Hoping I'd find something below, hoping it wouldn't be another empty cave. I just wish I'd been better prepared. Oh, you shouldn't have worn flip-flops then, you ninny. Locked. Maybe a cave will show me a way. There are what seems like a lot of different routes to this place. first time I feel fairly hopelessly lost. Well, for the first time in a little while. So this looks like some sort of Flintstone house. Ugh, let me up. I'm not sure. Where am I supposed to be going? This looks like a switch. And lo and behold, it was a switch. Ah, my walker's getting squeaky. So, I have a light lit. Oh, but just one light. I don't think I want to go down there. I don't think I can go over here. Will I live if I jump down there? I'm not sure that I will. But I can't see any other way. I mean, this here. It's too slippy. This may result in a screen. Oh, no, okay. Not as deep as it looked then, perhaps. That's where the cave-in is. Ah, I see a switch. If I do a high-resolution scan, maybe that will give me a clue as to how to get in there. Oh man, this is tight. This place is just full of open-ended sections, isn't it? I was kind of hoping it would be, that it wouldn't get too linear. But my days, it is difficult to navigate. However, there's a switch. Is that water or rock? It's rock. With some water. There we are. That rumble. Ah, I'm back here. Here I am, ascending. It's been an interesting trip, hasn't it? Part of me wonders, is this the end? Or is it merely just a new beginning? I shouldn't actually be stepping on my stepper right now. I should be resting my feet and maybe taking slight pride in my progress. Not too much pride though. I feel like I was well signposted. The music is quite strange. Almost like too self-congratulatory. As if my character is a bit pompous and a little bit full of himself. Back on the stepper. Away we go. Where are we walking this to? This time, sorry. That must be the housing for the equipment that runs the lift. More statues. How many times do I have to relive this? So I'm guessing our narrator, always the same rock, the same metal, the same stale air, the same stale air. Perhaps our narrator is the cause of the accident, because he's guilty about something, and he's reliving this in his mind I just want to see my family again. It's like he's being forced to relive this trip through the cave as some sort of penance for something he did. What did he do? It probably ended up in the deaths of the miners. This is outside. I don't know how I died. Okay, so he's died. He's died. Died at the entrance to his own. Died at the entrance to a cave. And he's being made to relive it for some reason. Is this... This must be outside now, because if I do a scan, there is no ceiling anymore. It's just a lot of trees. All of the memories I'm forced to relive, and it's the one thing I don't remember. But it breaks my heart knowing that I left my family behind. They are always here for me. So, he's died. His family have not. There's the family. So we're out of the mine. But he died anyhow. They know I'm never coming back. Damn. Well, these guys seem like a cheerful bunch. Sorry. So it likened the petals that the family were scattering for their lost father and husband to the points of the scanner, as if the scanner was scattering petals everywhere you go. And I guess there's a little bit of poetry in that. It doesn't really tie up exactly what, I don't know, what all the myths were, I guess. What was supposed to be creeping down there. All you know is that you were someone who tried to find out. Perhaps the first to find out. And unfortunately didn't survive the return trip. Now what's going on? What are we doing now, I wonder? Ah, the whole cave is melting away. All of the data I gathered, all the points in the darkness I mapped are gone. And like the bloke said, we are forced to relive the journey once more. The cave. It's like a source of eternal life. But that life is perhaps only livable inside the cave itself for eternity. Well, that was cool. Thank you all for coming on this trip with me. It was really enjoyable. It probably went on for far longer than I ever thought it would. I had no idea. But I'm glad the game was the length it was. It was just right. It didn't outlive its welcome like so many games with like a kind of single mechanism sometimes do. I personally found Portal 2 outlived its welcome way before the end. But not so much with Portal 1. Portal 1 was perfect. And this is perfect. Okay, I'm going to stop here now. Thank you very much for joining me.